What's up, guys? Today I'm back with another unboxing of a really expensive children's toy. Yep, here we have the new Marvel's Avengers Tech-On Avengers line from SH Figure Arts, the Iron Man action figure. Now, I think this is my first action figure that I've actually unboxed here, and probably my first action figure that I've actually bought. I usually don't like action figures. I like my static figures that are just, I can put them on the shelf, pose them, or put them on the shelf and just look at them, admire them from afar. I'm very lazy and I don't want to pose all these, but I want to try these out because they do look great. This is one of the 3 action figures I got from Big Bad Toy Store. So I'm excited to see how this turns out. So the box art is really nice, really nicely made. On the back, you see a bunch of the poses that you can do. And I guess the Tech-On advertisement of this is that there's additional armor parts you can put on the figures to give them a better look aside from the normal version, which is probably why it costs so much. But let's open it and see what it's all about. Ooh la la. Here's it all. It comes with the base. Oh, thank God. So I'm just gonna take everything out to show. So first and foremost, here is the actual Iron Man figure. As you can see, he has a lot of articulation points. Boom, boom, boom. You can walk, you can bend the elbows, turn the wrist, bends at the shoulders, upper chest, torso, I guess, and then waist, and then mid torso to get an ab crunch. His head, swivel, boom, boom, up and down, left and right. I'm trying not to break this. This is my first time touching it as well. Legs, thigh connection. The waist kind of moves here. Boom, boom, boom. Legs beneath the knee, and a little bit at the ankles, and then the toes have some articulation as well. So what else does he come with? Oh my God, a lot. So he comes with this beam weapon here that I guess we put on somewhere, I'm guessing on his arm part. There's no instructions or anything about how to put parts on, so I'm just vibing at this point. Oh, they didn't break. Okay, so that part comes off. And I'm guessing you can slide this baby in there. Well enough. Ooh. Wow. Amazing. In addition to that blade part, we also have the biggest accessory is this giant jetpack. Yeah, this giant ass jetpack with lots of blades that look menacing and kind of sharp. But this is pretty cool, which just lets him fly even more, even though he can already fly naturally. Oh, I do like how in order to put any of these accessories on, you gotta take off a plate on the figure. That's pretty cool, to reveal the peg hole to put the peg on. That is pretty darn cool. So let's put this baby on. Ooh. That's pretty much all the main parts, and then there's a bunch of effect parts. Effects for all the blasters and nonsense. Lots of effect parts. I don't even know how to put them on. For his hand lasers, there's laser shots. And then there's a big old laser here. And there's a chest part with the energy coming out of it you can put on. Lots of customization options. Alternative shoulder pads. The difference is that I guess these shoulder pads are opened to reveal an inner panel inside. And then there's a bunch of hands. Can't forget the hands. Him kind of pointing. These hands are for the blasts. It also comes with an alternative face helmet part. Yeah, the only difference between the two is that one has more spikier jawbone part. That's literally it. That's a strange difference. Oh my god, there are instructions. So the stand doesn't peg onto the bottom or anything, it just, it's a claw that grabs the waist of the figure to hold it. Kinda disappointing, because then you see a lot more of the stand. So what I'm going to do is try to run through all the poses and try to give some kind of assessment of them, I guess.
Alright, so first let's talk about the overall colors and material. As you can see here, the colors look absolutely amazing. The classic hot rod color scheme of Iron Man really shines here, and the use of die-cast metal parts in the figure really add an overall gleam to the whole look. Even though Iron Man is technically an advanced metal suit around a person, this Tech-On design takes it a step further and somehow makes it even more robotic and metallic. This is seen most evidently in the design of the torso and chest. Here we have Iron Man in a mid-air battle pose. I gotta say, the effect parts look great and are relatively easy to put on. Articulating the figure was also easy. The only issue I had is that you can't have him point straight forward with his arms. The shoulder socket contacts the chest before it can be at a perfect straight angle. On a plus side though, the hands are really easy to switch out. The figure uses static pegs instead of ball joints for the wrist. While this may reduce the degrees of movement for the wrist, it really improves the ease of switching hand parts, which I believe is a very reasonable trade-off. Now the stand is a clear clamp type stand. It wraps around Iron Man and holds him up pretty easily and securely. However, the fact that you can see the clamp all around his waist and pelvis makes it an eyesore for me. I would have preferred a traditional peg type stand that attaches to the back or waist. Moving on to his equipment, here's Iron Man fully loaded. I tried putting on as many parts as I could within reason. As you can see from the additional parts on the chest, legs, and shoulder pads, an overloading and ventilation effect is created to show that Iron Man is going all in. Whoever Iron Man's pointing at is going to have a very bad day. The chest piece is overflowing with energy from Tony Stark's arc reactor is one of my favorite details. I also love how you flip out some panels along the arm to easily mount the beam rifle. Of course, we have to talk about the jetpack. It's the biggest and probably coolest item in the Tech-On design. The metallic red paint job, sharp curves, thruster effect parts hiding a gold track, and articulating side panels make the jetpack a great addition to Iron Man's look. And it's not too heavy, so Iron Man can stay upright without the help from a stand. All in all, the Tech-On Avengers Iron Man action figure from Tamashii Nations looks amazing. I love the super robotic look, color separation, metallic shine on the die-cast parts, all the effects for thrusters and blasters, and additional armaments. Nothing seemed too unnecessary, and everything was very easy to put on and take off. Articulation and posability is generally really good. I wasn't frustrated in trying to pose him, and that's the biggest compliment I can give. So to wrap this review up, on a scale of 1 to I love you 3000, I give this figure a I am Iron Man. Catch y'all next time.